evening, everyone. I've had a few people requesting that I do a guided meditation for beginners that haven't really done meditation very much and are just starting out. So I'm going to do a guided meditation this evening just so you guys can practice at home. You can just utilize this video in the future to bring your mindfulness and awareness into your meditation as you begin and start to learn meditation. It's a very sort of basic method that I'll be teaching tonight. Also can be quite an advanced method as well, a very highly advanced method, but this is a good beginning stage of meditation. What this is going to do is going to slow down the mind. We tend to have crazy minds in the lay life where work and families and things going on. It's very difficult to slow the mind down and pay attention to the mind and the awareness and also everyday mindfulness. So this technique that we're going to be doing tonight is called Anapanasati, which is basically mindfulness of the breath. We all have this in common, we all breathe. If we don't, we'll cease to exist. So breath is a very fundamentally important thing in meditation, and it's often not necessarily had much attention to. We take it for granted and we unconsciously breathe day in, day out without putting any attention to it. So this practice, we're going to basically draw our attention to this mindfulness and this attention of the breath and the awareness. So firstly, find yourself a comfortable place to sit, preferably sitting on the floor or on a cushion, cross-legged ideally. If you can't sit on the floor for whatever reason, you can also sit on a chair. Just try to make sure that you don't have your back resting upon anything and the body's utilizing itself to hold the back and the posture up. If you are sitting on a chair, just make sure both of your feet are grounded onto the ground and just with your back straight. Don't try and make it too straight and too stiff. You just want to have it nice and straight, yet also relaxed. Make sure your shoulders are out slightly and the palm of your hands are just resting on your lap. Palms facing up. Now you're comfortable, in a nice comfortable position. I want you to just gently close your eyes and just think of those eyelids closing and just relax. Just relax those muscles around your eye region. Just use the mind to focus the attention on those eyelids and just gently relax those muscles. Just let the eyes become heavy. Now, what I'd like you to do is just shift your attention to the breath. Just breathing in and breathing out through the nose. No need for any mouth breathing, just breathing in and out of the nose. Don't change or alter the breath. Just let it naturally have its rhythm that it does, just in and out. No need to change or alter the breath. As you breathe in through the nose, you'll feel a cool sensation going through the nostrils. And then as you exhale out through the nostrils, you'll feel a slightly warm sensation try and find an area that's most prominently felt. Could be perhaps on the top of the upper lip, you might feel the air, or perhaps inside of the nostrils, or maybe at the back of the nose as you inhale. Find that area where it's most prominent and you can feel it the most, and that's going to be your spot, that's going to be your primary spot. And just concentrate on that area. Just breathing in and breathing out. Not changing, not altering the breath. Just let the natural process of the breathing occur in and out of the nose. Pay attention to the posture. Make sure your spine is nice and straight, not leaning over too much. Palms in your lap, facing up. Shoulders slightly out. And just be in a relaxed position. Just noticing the breath in that area, wherever it may be, wherever the coolness and warmness feels the most prominent. Just focus on that area. We'll just sit here for a minute and just concentrate on that. All that matters is the breath. This exercise is just mindfulness is breathing. Paying attention to just the breath and nothing else. Seems like quite an easy task, but when you're a beginner, this is a very difficult thing. Mind is going to want to wander. It's going to be thinking of very, very random things, like perhaps doing the washing, taking something out the oven, looking after the kids, worrying what's on the television, what you have to do tomorrow, something that you did yesterday. The mind will constantly be trying to wander, finding many, many reasons to not be focusing on our primary object of the breath. Don't feel any aversion towards this when this happens. Don't feel any anger. Just be aware that the mind is wandering. And just think to yourself, wandering, or maybe thinking. Take a deep breath and then shift your attention back to the breath. Back to the in and out breathing through the nostrils. Every time the mind wanders, just notice, gently notice the mind wandering, and take a deep breath and bring the attention back to our breath. After some time and some practice, the mind gets a little bit upset and stops the wandering, and you can find yourself drawing more attention and more awareness and mindfulness to the breath. Like anything, this takes practice. But for now, just try as much as possible, just to gently, just observe the breath, going in and out through the nostrils, finding that primary area where it's most prominent and we can feel the breath inside of the nostrils, or perhaps on top of the upper lip. Wherever that may be, just focus your attention on that. We might have other things arise. The mind might be wandering, but then we might have other things arise, like perhaps an itching sensation around the face, or on the hands, or some part of the body. You might feel like an itching or a scratching sensation, or perhaps even something crawling, that sensation of something crawling on our face or around our body, like ants or spiders. If that's the case, just shift your attention to that and just note it and just label it, itching, itching, and then bring the attention back to the breath. Back to our primary object, the breath, and the area which is most prominent and we can feel it. No need to change the breath, just effortlessly let it breathe as it naturally does, in and out. Inhale and exhale. With the mind wandering, we know what to do now. Label it, thinking, or perhaps wandering. Take a deep breath and bring it back to the breath, back to the awareness of the breathing. If it's an itching sensation, you can just label it itching, and bring our attention gently back to the breath. Perhaps you might have something else arise, like a pain or a stabbing sensation, or perhaps a numbness in the legs or the ankles or some lower part of the body, or maybe even the lower back region. If that's the case, just draw your attention there and just label it pain, and then take a deep breath and bring it back to our primary object of the breath. This is called Anapanasati, mindfulness of breath. If need be, focus your attention on the posture. Make sure that you're sitting upright, not too stiff, not too firm. Just gently have that spine in a good, nice position that's comfortable for you. Make sure your head is and your neck is quite solid and just standing there on its own. You might have some external sensations occurring, like noises. Dogs barking maybe in the neighbor's house or downstairs or wherever you may be. You might hear some children's noises or the television or some music or a car driving past or something. Just label it. Driving, noise, whatever the sensation may be, just label it and then gently shift your attention back to the breathing. All that matters is the breath. No need to change the breath, just observe the breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Feeling the cooling sensation on the inhale and the warm sensation on the exhale. This is mindfulness of breathing. Just want you to sit there with what I've spoken and just be aware. Just be aware of the breath. Anything else that arises, draw your attention to it, label it, note it, and then bring it back to the breath. Back to our primary object. I'm going to sit here for a while now. I'll stop talking. We can just observe the breath together. Mindfully and silently, just observing the breath. Mindfulness of breath. Mindfulness. Mindfulness. making sure, focusing on the breath. When the mind wanders, no need to be angry or have any aversion towards it. It's a natural thing. Just label wandering, wandering, and shift your attention back to the breath. If you feel your posture getting slouched over in any way, just mindfully bring your attention back to the posture and slowly, mindfully adjust yourself. This is a very beginning stage of meditation. So you can use this video to begin your journey with meditation. And just start slowly, just perhaps with 10 to 20 minutes per session. Just use the video as a guide for your Anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing. And just be aware that the mind will wander. You might feel itching sensations or things crawling around, perhaps on the face or the head or somewhere on the body. This is quite normal. You might feel pain or numbness in the legs or some perhaps stabbing sensation. This is also normal. You might hear some external sounds. All this is quite normal. Just shift your attention to whatever it is that is the hindrance, label it 2 to 3 times, and then mindfully bring your attention back to our primary object of the breath. Finding that prominent area, or that spot around the nostril region that feels the breath the most. And just focus your mind on that area. That is all that matters in this meditation. It's just purely the awareness of the breath. So I'll leave this short video and you can reflect on this, what I've discussed tonight, and you can start your meditation journey. I'll post more videos with different forms and different styles and techniques as we go along. But for the beginners, I haven't done meditation before, this is a good introduction. I'll leave you now with these reflections. And wishing you all well in your meditation journey. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.